Hi there, it's Michelle Teberge, and for a long time I've had the idea of taking you around giving you a studio tour. And I hadn't done it because I just had other videos I was making and I wanted to wait until a time when it was all clean and tidy. And it's not too untidy, this is how it looks on a regular basis, but it's more real. This is just how it looks, so welcome. Come on, let's have a look. Okay, so what we're entering on my studio mate side, that's their part, and my part starts over here. We have our little kitchen. I'm big into healthy eating and I like to bring my own food. So I have a little hot plate, little fridge, and not microwave, I don't like microwaves. It's a toaster oven, old school. Here's our little stereo here, so we share this. And yeah, then over here is my storage area. I got a microscope. I'm so excited. I've wanted one forever and ever and ever. And I found that at a secondhand store and snapped it up, but I still need to get some slides for it. I've shown this in my decluttering video. These are my shelves with how I organize all my drawings and my blank papers here. It's not super tidy, but you know, I can find stuff. Down here, just extra panels, packing materials, some framed art, a duster, because I'm intending to dust the top of the shelf. Anyway, here's a wall where I just like to arrange work. Right now I have sort of a grouping of various paintings and drawings. You can see some of them here. Sorry about all the reflection. The windows behind here. And very importantly, my little napping spot. It's still messy from my last nap. Usually I have the pillows a little more tidy. And I love my little Smokey the Bear pillowcase. That makes me really happy. Anyway, so over here I got a couple of panels that I'm working on, a drawing that just likes to be on its own here. Just feels right there. I really love those antique keys. I like that drawing a lot. I did a whole bunch of new drawings for this installation up here, and not all of them made the cut. I needed a few drawings, but not all of them. Then here's a painting that the reason it just landed here because I just picked it up a couple days ago from a show it was in, so there it is. That's part of the series that I do in my unfolding of a painting series video. That's one of the completed pieces. Here's a few more from that series. And this is a cart of materials. I love these carts. It's really helpful, especially when I'm doing these installations. I could put all my tools on them and roll it around, you know, to wherever I'm working on it. Here's a bunch of extra paint, mediums. Not even sure what's all in there. I definitely need to... Moving around here. This is my books and plants shelf. I guess this just feels like a little more homey than a working studio, like something you might see in a house. And my big, I don't know if you pronounce it, Dahle cutter. I think it's German, so I think that's how you might pronounce it, some reasonable facsimile. And then over here I have another working wall where I can put paintings I'm working on. And here's my desk area. And all my water, I drink a lot of water, so I bring filtered water from home. I've got my printer, and here's some paintings I'm working on. So this is like one of my work tables that I made. I salvage stuff. We have a place near here called Urban Ore where I've gotten lots of studio materials and equipment. I got these two cabinets under here. I salvaged those. And then the top is a hollow core door. And I just bolted them together, and then I got casters. So I like to have all my studio stuff on wheels because for different projects I have to reconfigure the space. When I was working on an installation last year, I had these tables moved and I had tables set up in the middle of the room and stuff. Then I have this tabaret. I remember this was like a huge, oh my gosh, it was a huge splurge for me back when I bought it about 20 years ago. I think it was $99. And it has been so useful to me. I'm not a big fan of plastics since they're not biodegradable, but I was less aware of this when I bought it. And anyway, I made it last a really long time. It's got these slide out things. And then I have all my acrylic mediums and stuff organized here, and I've labeled everything so I know what is in each. I know where to put everything away. Fluid mediums, gel mediums. I got my hair dryer and miscellaneous stuff there. Then I've got over here additives, gel mediums, gessos, and varnishes there. Those are the water-based varnishes. And then I have inks and stuff over here. And not that much there. I think this is rags. Oh my gosh, I forgot about these. That'll be good to have because I'm always needing cloth rags. Then over here I have another rolling cart. Pretty sure I got this one at Urban Art too. So I get a lot of stuff secondhand because it's so affordable. This is my little sink area. I've mentioned in previous videos there is no running water in this space, so I have to go outside to the main entrance of the building to get to the utility sink. So I keep a big bucket here of fresh water, and then these are my little, this is kind of like my soap dish, and then my rinse water. I'll be dumping those today in this bucket, and I have another video about that, about how I filter out the acrylic particles. But yeah, I dump the wastewater and then filter out any acrylic particles, and then take it to the utility sink and dump it there. So this is more materials. So this is a shelf with lots more materials. I set this up when I was teaching, and I wanted to have a shelf for all my teaching supplies. I'm not really offering classes anymore. I don't know if I'll be getting back into that, so I may move this and just so I have more space. It feels a little crowded in this corner here. And then those are my tables from teaching and stuff. And I have boxes of giveaway stuff. I gotta do that. That's on my list. I'm gonna do some giveaways. I'll keep you posted. And then here's my other supply shelf. I love these wire shelves. I think I got that at the restaurant supply, and you can adjust them to whatever height and buy extra shelves if you need more. I like to keep everything white if possible, so that it keeps sort of a clean, little less cluttered look. And here's all my brushes, and then all kinds of miscellaneous pins and clips and rubber bands and so forth. Everything is right where I can find it. I'm really happy about keeping things organized and neat and easy to find. And oh, and so you haven't seen around here, this is kind of my main work table over here. Right now I'm doing all the pouring. That window close, the table close to the window, but this table here gets great light. It also happens to be where I shoot most of my YouTube videos because it has such good light. I don't have to use any artificial lighting. Then I have these cool things. This is a table I made again with a hollow core door on top that I cover in white butcher paper and then plastic, so I have a white surface, but it also, the acrylic peels off of it really easily. And then under here I organize all my palettes. I have mailers for my Etsy. I sell framed art on Etsy, and so I have mailer boxes for that and extra palettes. Again, this is a lot of this extra stuff is from my days of teaching. I used to need to have supplies for my students, and anyway, this cool box, it wouldn't be hard to make if you're handy with wood, but This was in the basement of an old apartment. Everybody moved away and there was still all this junk there, and so my landlord said I could have this. I think it was from an old bakery or something. There was all this stuff from an old bakery, like a wire shelf for cooling. And anyway, so I took it and repurposed it, and it's been really useful. So I have 2 of those holding up this table. And this one on this side, I'm storing canvases and padded mailers and small panels. And then here's my work table. That's what I'm working on. It's obviously, like I said, very unvarnished. This is totally, I didn't tidy it up for you. This is how it looks today. All my materials and supplies.